It's a new week in GTA Online, and in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ways to make money, how to get 2 cars for completely free, all of the removed vehicles that have returned for a limited time, and all of the limited time discounts that you should take advantage of. Let's get started. For the best ways to make money this week, first we have bail office bounties, which are on 2 times money, or 4 times for GTA Plus members. Each regular bounty usually takes between 5 and 10 minutes to complete, and this week they'll be paying out between $70,000 to $90,000. The most wanted bounties usually take between 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and this week they'll be paying out between $200,000 to $300,000. Even with a 2 times bonus, the regular bounties still probably aren't worth grinding this week, but you should definitely do the most wanted bounties each day. At the very least, you should also do just 2 bail office bounties this week for a bonus $100,000 from the weekly challenge. Additionally, the income from the bail enforcement agents is also on 2 times money this week. After sending them out, this week, each agent will return with around $12,000 to $18,000. And finally, once again, dispatch work is on 2 times money this week, or 3 times for GTA Plus members. Now, you do need to own a police vehicle to request dispatch work from Vincent, but luckily, most of them are on a 35% discount this week. Although you need to own one to request dispatch work, you don't actually need to use your police vehicle to do the mission. If the objective is far away, you can simply get out of your police vehicle and then use your oppressor Mark II or Sparrow. Each mission takes roughly around 5 minutes to complete, and this week you'll be earning $50,000 per mission, or $75,000 if you have GTA Plus. Just like every week, the regular and HSW time trials are a great way to make a quick 350k. The regular time trial is Vinewood Bowl, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. When you get to the canyon, there's no need to rush because you've got plenty of time, and the last thing you want is for your vehicle to end up in the river. I recommend the Hakuchou drag here as it's good for dodging traffic, but any fast vehicle should do. The HSW time trial is Textile City to Stab City, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. I also recommend the Hakuchou drag here as it's good for dodging traffic, but any fast HSW vehicle should do. As always, your regular big money makers remain the same. For your passive money methods, make sure you're sending out your warehouse technicians and bail agents as often as possible, maintain your income from your safes, and keep on top of your passive businesses like the Acid Lab and Bunker. For your active money methods, keep farming your Kaya Precos and your Hangar Crates. For your free vehicles this week, first, at the Diamond Casino, the Lucky Wheel vehicle this week is the Pfister Growler. This sports car usually goes for just over 1.6 million on Legendary Motorsport, or just over 1.2 million with the trade price, but with a bit of luck, you can win it for free this week. Now, the Growler is a pretty decent vehicle that's definitely worth trying to win this week. It's not the best performing sports car, but it is also in the tuners category, and it's one of the best tuner cars. If you don't already own the Growler, be sure to come to the casino every 24 hours to spin the wheel. And finally, at the LS car meet, the prize ride vehicle this week is the Anis 300R. This sports car usually goes for just under 2.1 million on Legendary Motorsport, but this week you can get it for free by finishing top 5 in an LS Car Meet Series race for 3 days in a row, and I'll show you how to do that now. So first, I recommend joining a public session if you haven't already, and then what you want to do is run over to the race organizer over here and select one of the 4 following race series. You'll either be put into a race as a host or join someone else's race. Considering you only have to place top 5 this week, I'd recommend joining a drag race, as regardless of how many players there are, you'll always make progress towards the prize ride challenge. Now, the 300R is another decent vehicle that everyone should be getting this week. It's not the best sports car in terms of performance, but it can be upgraded with full Armani tech, including a missile lock-on jammer or remote control unit, armor plating, and slick mines. The prize ride challenge is an easy one this week, so definitely be sure to grab the 300R for free if you don't have it already. Once again, there's no claimable vehicles at the Salvage yard this week, so if you don't want to do any of the robberies, you don't need to. If you're finding the video useful and want to keep up with the weekly updates every week, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. It massively helps to support the channel, and I'll know to keep making these videos. For your removed vehicles that have returned this week, at Simeon's we have the Grotty Stinger for $595,000. This vehicle's not a high performer or must buy, so unless you like the look of it or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give this one a miss this week. At the LS Car Meet, we have the Benefactor Strider for $500,000 and the Class A Tornado Rat Rod for $378,000. Neither of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. For your discounts this week, for 40% off, you can get any bail office including upgrades and modifications. For 35% off, you can get the Western Police Bike, the Invitero Coquette D10 Pursuit, the Vapid Caracara Pursuit, the Canis Terminus Patrol, the Willard Outreach Faction, the Vapid Dominator FX Interceptor, the Bravado Greenwood Cruiser, the Class A Impaler SZ Cruiser, the Class A Impaler LX Cruiser, the Vapid Stania LE Cruiser, the Bravado Gauntlet Interceptor, the Bravado Dorado Cruiser, the Vapid Unmarked Cruiser, and the Class A Park Ranger. For 30% off, you can get the Imponte Arbiter GT, the Imponte Ruiner Ruiner 2000, the Grotti Italy Classic, the Dinka Jester Classic, the Dubachi JB700W, the Bravado Banshee GTS, the Overflod Autark, the Vomfer Anti-Aircraft Trailer, the Nagasaki Outlaw, the Mammoth Squaddy, the Vapid Winky, the Western Rampant Rocket, the Pfister Comet Safari, and the Dubachi Spectre. Now you've got plenty of options from the police vehicles that are on discount this week, but really you only need to own one if you want to do dispatch work. If you want the fastest and best performing police car, go with the Coquette D10 Pursuit. If you want the only police vehicle with Armani Tech armor plating, go with the Terminus Patrol. If you want a motorbike instead of a car, then go with the police bike. And if you want the cheapest option, go with the unmarked cruiser. And finally, if you buy the Park Ranger, you'll get the Park Ranger outfit for free as well. Just note that the Park Ranger can't be used for dispatch work. Other than that, the other police vehicles probably aren't worth buying. The bail office isn't the best business in the game. However, in my opinion, it's still worth buying for the bail agents, especially if you also use your warehouse technicians from your special cargo warehouses. Either way, if you want one, now is the best time to buy one. The Banshee GTS is definitely worth buying this week as it's still the fastest car in the game. The Arbiter GT might be worth buying this week as it's one of the fastest muscle cars in the game. The Italy Classic might be worth buying this week as it's one of the best performing sports classic cars in the game. The Ruiner 2000 probably isn't worth buying this week. It is a decent weaponized vehicle and it's fun to use, but nowadays there are definitely better options. The JB700W and Comet Safari probably aren't worth buying this week. Both can be upgraded with front mounted machine guns, but again, nowadays there are definitely better options. The anti-aircraft trailer probably isn't worth buying this week. It is fun to use with friends, but if you're a solo player then you can't use it, so it's pointless. The Jester Classic, Spectre, Autark and Outlaw probably aren't worth buying this week as they're not high performing or must buy vehicles. And for the love of God, do not buy the Rampant Rocket, Squaddy or Winky. At the gun van, you can get the Rail Gun, which is 50% off for all players, the Stun Gun, which is free for GTA Plus members, the Heavy Rifle, which is 40% off for GTA Plus members, the Grenade Launcher, the Vintage Pistol, the Nightstick and Baseball Bat, which are free for all players, and the Knife. For your throwables, we have Proximity Mines, Molotovs and Tear Gas, and of course all of your body armor is available to buy as well, which is 70% off for GTA Plus members. Let me know in the comments what you're getting up to this week in GTA Online, whether that's grinding some of the content bonuses or buying some discounted vehicles, and while you're at it, why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you want a quick rundown of everything that's happening this week, click on the video on your screen now. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.